Welcome back to the Forensic Detailing channel. In this video we are going silica spray crazy. We're going to be comparing 5 market leading products with the aim of giving you some good consumer information on which one you should consider purchasing. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So we're talking silica sprays, SI02 sprays, the latest and greatest craze in car protection. In this video we're going to be putting all these products through a whole series of tests and showing you the results. What are the products? First up we have the very popular Meguiars hybrid ceramic wax. We have Gyeon Cure, we have Carpro Reload, we have Tax Systems Quartz Max, and finally we have Britemax Remax. Without further ado, let's get into the meat and veg of this video and show you the testing. Test 1, value for money based on scaled price to nearest 500ml offering. In 5th place is Gyeon Cure, coming in with a scaled price of around £27.50. In joint 3rd place is Carpro Reload with a scaled price of around £20 for 500ml. In joint 3rd place is Tax Systems Quartz Max, which is also around £20. In 2nd place is Britemax Remax with a scaled price of around £17 for 500ml. And the winner on value, offering an excellent scaled price of £13 for 500ml, is the Meguiars hybrid ceramic wax. Next up in this comparison video is measuring gloss on application. First up, an individual test panel and a test hood were cut back using an abrasive polish and fully degreased with a hydrocarbon panel white product. The panels were then sectioned off and 5 pre-application gonophotometer readings were taken on each section of the hood and test panel. The products were then applied using separate microfiber applicators and buffing cloths to avoid cross-contamination, and then left overnight to fully cure. The next day we then used the RowPoint IQ gonophotometer to take 5 readings on each section of the test panel and the test hood. I then compared the pre-application readings with the post-application readings to give us deltas or increments in surface quality appearance. The main data I'm using to compare is the high gloss 20° readings and the R-spec readings. No, R-spec is the peak reflectance measured over a very narrow angular band. R-spec is very sensitive to any texture that is present on the surface. This textural waviness acts as a concave or convex reflector which deflects light around the specular angle. When R-spec is equal to the gloss value, the surface is smooth. As the texture increases, the R-spec value decreases. The results of the gloss on application tests are as follows, from the lowest delta increments or the least glossy products through to the most glossy products with the highest delta increments. In 5th place, Gyeon Cure. In 4th place, Meguiars hybrid ceramic wax. In 3rd place, Tax Systems Quartz Max. In 2nd place, Carpro Reload. And in 1st place, with very impressive gloss readings, was Britemax Remax. Next up, hydrophobic and beading performance on application but after a full cure. All of these products claim super hydrophobic performance. Whether or not this is desirable is up to you. So mainly for this test, guys, I'm looking at the speed that the pool of the water is thrown off the panel and the contact angles and how pert the beads are from this product. That gives me an indication of the rough level of hydrophobicity. Later on in this video we'll look at how the products were able to maintain their hydrophobic performance. But for the purposes of this test, there was 3 winners in hydrophobicity on application. That is Gyeon Cure, Carpro Reload and Tax Systems Quartz Max, followed very closely by Meguiars hybrid ceramic wax, which gives really nice beads, very reactive water performance, but I could just see the trailing of water. The speed that it throws it off the panel was just slightly behind the Korean products. And finally, Britemax Remax, which still is a hydrophobic product, but you can see in the video that the beads aren't as pert and the water is thrown off the panel slightly slower. Test 4, Surface Slickness. After a full cure, all these products had a nice glass-like feel, but I was convinced that Britemax Remax had a silkier, smoother feeling to the other products. And after that, I felt that the Meguiars hybrid ceramic wax was also a little bit slicker to the touch than the other three. To test this a little bit more consistently, I got 5 ceramic applicators and new suede ceramic cloths, and simply did a tilt test where I raised the level of the test panel, observed which ones broke friction and slid down the panel first. Each time I did the test, I swapped the applicators around, ran the test 10 times, and here are the results. In 5th place, Gyeon Cure. In 4th place, Carpro Reload. In 3rd place, Tax Systems Quartz. In 2nd place, Meguiars Hybrid Ceramic Wax. And in 1st place, with noticeably more slickness, was Britemax Remax. Test 5, Durability. Over a period of around 10 days, we subjected the test panel to 14 hits of high alkaline, water-based degreasers and surfactants that are non-clinging and non-masking, so we can see a true representation of the degradation of the hydrophobic performance of these products. The water-based degreaser was left on the panel for around about 2 minutes each time before rinsing down. Note, a lot of mild contact cleaners such as pH neutral soaps or milder APCs can contain these cationic surfactants that actually mask the hydrophobic properties of these products. Removing those clinging surfactants can actually be difficult. Even pressure washing and buffing with clean cloths isn't guaranteed to remove them and the masking effect. Sometimes you actually have to use a rinsable alkaline or acidic product to bring back the hydrophobicity. As you can see from the earlier footage, Carpro Reload was the first product to demonstrate almost a complete loss of its hydrophobic performance. That was around after 4 hits with the water-based degreaser. Here we can see the performance after 7 hits of degreaser. Meguiars Hybrid Ceramic Wax is still performing really well with the strong repellent action you can see in the footage. Tax Systems Quartz Max also is still maintaining its hydrophobicity, and Britemax Remax, although the sheeting action on the hydrophobic levels on this product were down from the start, i.e. it's less hydrophobic, it's still maintaining that hydrophobic performance well. Carpro Reload, as you can see now, has pretty much lost its hydrophobic performance, and Gyeon Cure, there are still some signs of it being there, but very little, so I'm going to declare it dead after the 7th test. So now we're at 14 hits, guys, of degreaser. You can see the Britemax Remax product is still sheeting and performing well. The Tax Systems Quartz is effectively dead. The Meguiars one is still repelling water, and if you look closely at the speed of the repellency, it's still quite reactive. And it is surviving the best out of all of these. As you can see there are some trace elements of hydrophobicity on the panel, but it's very slow now, and I'm going to declare Tax Systems dead at this point, and obviously Reload and Cure are long gone as well. No, it's highly possible that some of the products I've declared dead have still got materials on this panel, and it's just that I'm not able to measure their hydrophobic performance anymore. At this point, guys, I abandoned formal testing and I hit the panel a further total of 25 times to see if I could shift the Meguiars and the Britemax products. I couldn't. I then tried to do an IPA and water panel wipe style hit on it, and they were both able to resist this as well. After that, I dried off the panel, hit it with a full hydrocarbon degreaser, buffed that off and left it half an hour for the components to evaporate off of the panel. And the results you're seeing here were the results of that hydrocarbon panel wipe, which was able to significantly impact the Meguiars product and the Britemax one. But note, both of them have still kept going after that panel wipe product. These products have very, very good detergent resistance and just general chemical resistance, and both of these have performed really well in this test, but I am giving the durability results to Meguiars. We also did another round of slickness tests after the test panel was hit by 14 rounds of degreaser, and we took post gloss meter readings on the hood, and they have factored in our final results on durability, which are as follows. 5th place Carpro Reload, 4th place Gyeon Cure, 3rd place Tax Systems Quartz Max, 2nd place Britemax Remax, and 1st place Meguiars Hybrid Ceramic Wax. Test 6, ease of application. With the exception of the Meguiars Hybrid Ceramic Wax, there are no significant differences with the ease of applications of these products. As long as you mist it onto the panel, then spread it over that panel with an applicator and then buff it with a clean dry microfiber, the applications are easy. It's my opinion that there are some additional risks with the Meguiars Hybrid Ceramic Wax, especially around the spray and rinse application and the thick nature of the product. If too much product is applied and it isn't rinsed properly, there are some increased risks of streaking and poorer results. My ratings on ease of application are: in 3rd place Meguiars Hybrid Ceramic Wax, in joint 2nd TAC, Gyeon and Carpro, and in 1st place, just slightly bit easier to work it around the panel, was Britemax Remax. Okay, we're going to end this video with a quick piece on my thoughts. Okay guys, I hope you like that. Final conclusions on this particular product, as well as rating them in all of these different criteria from 1st through to 5th. I've also been giving them points, and I'll go through the scores and my thoughts on these products now. So going through the points, picking up the least amount of points was Gyeon Cure with 36, and then behind that was Carpro Reload. So these are both from ceramic coating companies that are, you know, out in the Far East. Very good companies with established accredited systems in the UK and America. Why have these products come last in this particular test? Are they woeful? Are they awful? They've not picked up the most points. Not really. They lost points because one of the things we were doing was durability testing, and they don't seem to offer much in the way of durability. They claim super hydrophobic performance, but part of these testing requires them to maintain that super hydrophobic performance against these other products if they're going to pick up more points. A quick summary of them is, guys, that Cure I found lasts a little bit longer than Reload with the durability testing, but Cure is the most expensive, so Reload's a little bit less, Cure's a little bit more. The difference in durability is not that much. My summary of these products is they'll make great toppers for a ceramic coating or some sort of baseline sealant that you find they can sit on, but my opinion of them as standalone products, they don't quite offer you enough durability. Next up in 3rd place was Tax Systems Quartz Max, picking up 42 points, a couple more than kind of Reload, so they're all quite close. It did a bit well on the durability. I'd expect the actual results, it claims one month or longer durability. I think they're underselling themselves. From what I'm seeing, the durability of this, and I've used it on my car, would translate perhaps into 2 to 3 months, and 3 months would probably even be achievable. It has a little bit more durability than the Cure and the Reload product, but is also essentially a maintenance product, but it's getting into that area where you could perhaps use it standalone with that sort of durability. So I think it's fair to say, of the 3 products from the out-and-out coaching companies, the Tax Systems Quartz Max is perhaps my favourite. It matches the price of Reload but gives you a little bit more durability. They all offer great hydrophobicity on application, and I wouldn't pick these products because one is glossier than the other or anything like that. Very close, but Quartz Max has a little bit of advantage over durability. Next up, coming 2nd in this test, a bit of an unknown for me, Britemax Remax SI02 spray sealant. How has this managed to come 2nd over all of these other products? The first thing is it claims 6 months durability, and from the amount of detergents and degreaser hits I've done on this product, I think this product may well be capable of delivering its 6 months durability claim or getting close to it. What is its Achilles heel? Well, it's not necessarily a weakness, but it doesn't have that extreme hydrophobic performance of the other products on application. You can see it throw the water off and stuff like that, but I showed you the beads. They're not as pert, and lots of people like that, so it lost marks on that hydrophobicity on application, which probably stopped it from winning this test. Won the gloss test according to the Gyeon photometer. It was definitely the slickest, and it was also slickest after I could still feel a slickness in the panel after I'd got the panel back in after all that destructive kind of chemical testing and stuff like that. Perhaps the only one that I could actually feel something going on the panel. Pretty good product, this one, guys. I like it. It's easy to use, it's durable, it lasts. But if you're a hydrophobe and you want extreme beading, that is perhaps the only reason you wouldn't use Remax. It would make a good standalone sealant, a decent standalone sealant, and a very durable topper product as well, and it's easy to apply. Finally, guys, picking up the most marks in first place is the Meguiars Hybrid Ceramic Wax. 46 points it got, half a point more than the Britemax Remax, which got 45.5. Very close. Why has it won this particular test? First of all, it offers you the most value, significantly cheaper, about half the price of the Gyeon Cure when it's scaled to a 500 milliliter price point. The product looks good when you lay this down on your car, guys, and you leave it for a while to sort of do its thing. I've had it on my car. It looks good. The car seems to be a little bit easier to clean, although I'm still on the fence about this self-cleaning stuff. But in very simple terms, the Golf is looking great. And it's had 2 washes since applying it, and the product is still performing exactly as it was when I applied it. It's what I've seen of it in this test as well, guys. It is able to maintain its hydrophobic performance really well. Just hit after hit after hit with the alkaline detergent, and it's just keeps on going and going and going. Really struggled to kill this. In fact, the only thing that could kill it, like I said in the video, was hitting it with those hydrocarbons, rubbing those onto the panel, leaving them there, and then just before they flash, buffing the panel. That hurt it. But nothing else could dent it, basically. I think this is a pretty decent product, guys. Very good. The value for money is nice. It has one Achilles heel, and I'm seeing examples of people on forums and stuff misapplying it and creating streak marks all over your car. There are some increased risks around application. It nearly cost it winning this test because it's so thick and kind of gloopy. Meguiars have got a slightly different vision for this product over the other ones, which are like looser liquids that you mist onto the panel, spread and buff, and you can use these products wet as well when there's water involved. When you use this particular product wet, you really do need to be careful that you don't put too much product on, and Meguiars sort of say that initial application, you spray it on and then just dry it with a towel. If you don't level this product over the panel, you know, and then just buff it back gently, I think there's increased risks of just wiping it with a towel of streak marks. The key thing is how much you put on. If you get close up to the panel and spray it on, you can put a big thick layer of it in one place, and then you've got to distribute that all over the panel with a drying towel. And if you're not inside with the right light, you might not even see the streak marks that doing that could create. So you're better off applying it the way I talked about in the video, the review of the Meguiars Hybrid Ceramic Wax, in my opinion. There are even more risks around the spray and rinse application, and those risks can be mitigated if you use it sensibly. When you're spraying it onto a wet car to spray and rinse, come back away from it and spray it on. Don't put a thick layer in one place, and make sure you pressure wash it and get into it a little bit more and get it off. If you don't get enough pressure on it, you won't see when it's wet where you've got the excess products. And if you've got excess products, when you go back with your drying towel, there's an increased risk of streaking. However, if you do apply this reasonably carefully, I think the results, the performance, the durability, the way the car looks, everything, the product has lived up to its kind of my expectations of it, and I think it's a decent silica spray product at a very good price point. That's it, guys. This has been a really tough video. Hours and hours of editing and the analysis for the gloss meter readings. We had over 150 readings to compare and draw the deltas up on to give us the increments. A lot of time and work has gone into this one, guys. First thing to say is if you value the information and the recommendations of the channel, consider subscribing to the YouTube page. If you haven't already done so, that'd be great. Also, we have a Patreon page, guys, where you can support the channel. It costs $1 a month for the entry-level patronage, or whatever it's called. That gives you access to a private kind of product review feed, behind-the-scenes information, and access to me if you've got any detailing kind of questions and stuff like that. And to all the people that have subscribed to the Patreon page, thank you very much. It's made a massive difference, and I'll drop a link in the description below the video if there's anyone else that wants to sign up to the Patreon channel and support the Forensics Detailing channel for all this stuff we do. Finally guys, let me know your thoughts on these Silica spray products. Do you see any sort of significant improvement over them? Do you just prefer using them? Do you find them quicker to use, kind of less hardcore buffing than a paste wax perhaps? What are the reasons for you using them? What products have you used that you like? Let me know, and then if we go again and do any of these reviews in the future, we can look at those products. Thank you very much for watching guys, and I'll see you soon on the Forensics Detailing channel. Bye for now.
We got plenty of time.